Hey, sorry about the noise. I'm doing my laundry right now, but this is Brett Davis, your host, and I had some announcements to make about upcoming Podcasts for Laundry shows that we're doing as part of the Brooklyn Comedy Festival. If you live in New York, I really recommend you check out the Brooklyn Comedy Festival. This Sunday, not Saturday, but Sunday at 3 p.m., you can see the Podcast for Laundry live. I've got a very special guest to announce. It will be Janeane Garofalo. That's right, Mystery Men, Truth About Cats and Dogs, Reality Bites, The Ben Stiller Show, The Larry Sanders Show, SNL, so many great things I can ask her about, but I'm going to ask her about what turds she uses and whether she does drop-off or not. I bet she has in unit. These are questions you won't get answered by any other podcast, so I really recommend you check it out. This Sunday, if you get a badge, you'll get all the shows that are happening that day. If you get a badge for the whole week, you'll be able to see on Thursday at 10 p.m. John Gentle, a Lone Man Show. That's me in character for an hour. I'm like this show. On Friday at 10 p.m., the special without Brett Davis. It's my public access show. We've been on hiatus, but we're coming back. This is our season 3 kickoff party. We've got Chris Gethard, Lorelai Ramirez, Colin Burgess, Lena Einbinder, Nick Nanny, Claire O'Kane, Sally Burtnick, Dan Chamberlain, Mr. Jokes, Simon Haynes with a string quartet as Luxardo. All these people have been on the show before. You can see them live in person. There's a ton of other great shows happening, part of the Brooklyn Comedy Festival. There's Joe Perry and Connor O'Malley, Catherine Cohen and Stephen Marco are doing Turner Masters. You can catch Los Culturistas, I Don't Think So, Honey. You can see Butterboy with Joe Firestone, Parna Nancherla, Maeve Higgins. You can see Kevin McDonald interview Julie Klausner. Julio Torres doing an hour. It's a really great deal if you're a comedy fan, so check it out. This needs a little more time. Yeah. Yeah. Love that sound. So check those shows out. They're going to be great. And check out this brand new episode of the Podcast for Laundry. It's coming at you right now with Joe Castlebaker.
Forever. Dog.
Longer bag on my shoulder, Poddington 2 on my belt, headed to the front loader. I wash them and I dry them and nothing can upset me. I hang them and I fold them and I sleep there if they let me. They go in the launderer, yeah, the launderer. I clean around. Well, there's whisk on my left, there's snuggle on my right, and Tidy is the one that I cry about at night. And if you ask me which laundromat gives me a thrill, it's the Stop and Wash laundromat here in Clinton Hill. Cause I'm the launderer, yeah, I'm the launderer. I'll roam around and do laundry. Hey everybody, welcome to the Podcast for Laundry. I'm your host, Brett Davis. Thank you for listening. This is a podcast meant to be listened to while you're doing your laundry. And we talk about laundry. And I've got a very special guest here. Right now we're at the Stop and Wash Laundromat in Clinton Hill. It's a very nice laundromat. Maybe not my best, but I didn't want to say another laundromat was my best in the song I was doing. I'm here with America's sweetheart, Joe Castlebaker.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Thanks, Brett.
Is this your local laundromat?
This is my local every week laundromat.
Well, I'm glad to have nailed it. This is a really nice laundromat.
Yeah, I think so. It's, it does the trick.
We're here in the back room, which admittedly not as nice as the outside.
No.
But thank you for the owners for letting us record here. I just to get a little business out of the way, in the center of our table here, there is a Tide Pod.
Yep, I see that.
If at any point during the conversation you want to turn the tide, all you need to do is switch it so that the color orange, it's facing you now, spin it so
I see.
It faces me.
Okay. If at any point.
If at any point, and this is Poddington 2, he's sort of like a son to me.
I see.
So be gentle.
I will. I'm always gentle.
Good.
Generally speaking, especially in the laundromat.
Especially in the laundromat.
Yeah.
You don't want to be ripping clothes. You don't
Nope.
want to be pouring bleach willy-nilly.
That's exactly right.
So, Joe Castlebaker, what's your turge?
Well, you've actually caught me at a point where I'm in the middle of a big change.
Mm-hmm.
I had for years used Nellie's. I don't know if you've heard of this.
Yeah, it's an
It comes-
obscure. That's a
it's
deep cut.
Very deep cut, and it comes in a tin,
Mhm.
and it lasts forever. And I finished it, and now I'm using 7th generation.
Okay, not a bad change.
It's not a bad change. I just never thought I would be the person who would use 7th generation.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, you're doing it. It's supporting. It's
it?
helping the world in
I
a
feel like-
little bit.
How can it be? It's like buying plastic.
Yes.
Still, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So how much good can it really do?
Well, do you throw out the plastic when you're done?
I mean, I think I will.
Maybe don't.
What could I do with it?
You could do a lot of things with a bottle of laundry detergent.
An empty one?
You might want to put something in it.
I could pot a plant,
That would be so nice.
right?
Yeah.
It could look okay.
It's mostly going to be dirt in there,
Exactly, and no one will see that.
and the plant can't grow that large.
It couldn't.
Yeah.
It would have to be something modest.
But I think it'd be very beautiful.
I think so. That's the plan for now.
Yeah, I might do that too, and we could maybe chart our success. with
Exactly,
it.
yeah. Or you could, you could do with it? You could use it as a water holder for plants.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
You got to
'Cause
clean it out,
spout.
though.
It's got the spout already.
Yeah.
You got to clean it out.
You don't need to clean it out too bad. It's not so bad for laundry detergent gets bad rap, especially 7th generation. This natural laundry
It's
detergent.
natural. It's basically water
Yeah.
to begin with.
Just pour it on the plants.
And they'll grow better.
Probably.
They'll be cleaner.
Okay. So let's get into your history. I'm
All
so
right.
curious about you using the Nelly. Where did what's your earliest memory of doing your laundry?
Probably like in high school. Oh, this is so. Don't even know if I should say this because it's not even. Well, this person hopefully won't be listening. That this story relates to.
Okay. It's
That
a
it
little
was-
bit of an embarrassing story.
It's a little embarrassing, and you know what? I'm just gonna preface it by saying everything that happened is totally natural and it's okay.
Okay. I feel like I know where this is going.
And whatever took place in the bed that I ended up having to clean is fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it was New Year's Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and a friend of mine had intercourse with another friend of mine.
How old are we talking?
It's high school.
So like 16, 15,
You know, a little, maybe 17.
17.
So a
Okay.
little more mature.
Yeah.
And I remember.
Is this not to get too gross or graphic, I guess.
I mean, I'm willing to say anything.
Is this a first time situation?
I
where there's-
think one of them
added spillage,
there was a first time kind of element to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at the bed the next morning and it was made, which can be a bad sign.
Yeah.
And I unmade the bed and I look and I saw it looked like a massacre.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately I thought about my mom seeing this
Mm-hmm.
and
Thinking that you killed somebody, but you didn't kill anybody.
I wasn't even involved, you know.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
I was upstairs in my room.
But you didn't kill anybody.
I did not. I don't.
And I guess you didn't have intercourse either.
I didn't. Certainly not.
Mm-hmm.
Not at that point in my life. No. But I remember I looked at this bed. It was quite, it's seen better days.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was behind me and she walked up and she saw it. And actually, you know what my mom did? She was just like, okay, you know what? It's human.
Wow.
And this is okay, but you're going to have to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she thought I was involved,
Yeah.
which why was I wasn't going to explain that I wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I just ended up cleaning it. And I think I just went over and I just used a lot of detergent,
Mm-hmm.
put it in. It came out, you know, better than before. It was
Yeah.
like brand new again. And that's yeah.
So you really learned the beauty of laundry.
I think so. Yeah. I think I did.
If that were my mom, boy, she would have snapped at me,
Really?
snapped a belt right across my face.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Well, different moms.
Yeah, I guess so.
But so did you fall in love with laundry?
Definitely not. No.
Okay. I guess it was a bit of a punishment. So when did you fall in love with laundry?
When did I fall in love?
When did it finally click for you?
I'm definitely in I would say that my love of laundry is kind of sweet and sour,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
So walk me through your teen,
My teen.
your routine.
Okay, well, I let the laundry just stack up, you know, pounds and pounds.
Okay.
I like to get a thick laundry bag.
Somebody's got a wardrobe.
I do.
Yeah.
I did a KonMari method recently because I had to cut down.
Well, what is that like a?
That's where you take all of your clothes and you throw it on the floor
And what brings you joy?
and you just lift up each piece and you have to let you ask yourself, does this bring me joy?
Yeah. Okay.
And most of my clothes, I was like, no. But if I really did this, I would have no clothes.
Yeah.
So then I ended up, you know, just getting rid of the stuff that I had to get rid of. But anyway,
Yeah. No, I kind of went through a similar process this year. I moved to LA briefly, so I did have to be like, what do I want to take? And then I was homeless for a while, so then I was like, what? You know, it's more of like what can I not carry with me? And then I went to prison. Then I just had to.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that was. Anyway, continue. Sorry, I heard that you were.
Oh yeah,
I heard that you were homeless.
and you
But
thought
I
it was
thought
a
that I
vicious rumor.
Well, I wasn't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know, now I'm hearing it's real.
Okay. Yeah. It is real. I was innocent, and the right man is serving time.
Okay. Okay.
Joe Rumrow,
Joe
sex pervert.
is the culprit.
Yeah, he masturbated in a fellow comedian's
Oh my God.
home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is news to me. I had heard only just the smallest little details.
But whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
And now, I have virtually no belongings.
And that can be really freeing.
Yeah,
That can be really freeing.
I've got a bag of laundry that I wash regularly, and I've got this little mic set up that is portable, and I can take it to laundromat to laundromat.
this is
That's kind of all I need.
And yeah, and this mic setup is really, I love it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a little elaborate for these purposes, but you know,
I think it does the job, you know.
yeah. If this ever becomes a panel chat show, then we'll be fine.
You know, one step at a time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So back
Back to
you got
back,
your pile.
Yeah. Yes, the pile. So we got the pile on the floor. Or no, we have in my laundry routine, rather, the laundry bag's full to the brim.
Okay.
40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds.
I
Heavy.
never let it get that high, but boy, does that make me salivate.
I take it to the laundromat, and I just push the full bag without even taking clothes out. I push the full bag into the washing machine, and then I do a thing where I almost like I'm pulling back like the skin around this laundry body,
Yeah.
and I pull the bag out and it leaves the pile inside the washing machine.
It feels good, right?
It feels very insane. It feels good.
Think about how many animals shed a cocoon.
A lot of them shed a cocoon.
So now you're in the laundromat. You've shed your cocoon.
That's right.
You throw the bag in.
That moment is sometimes I throw the bag in.
Okay.
I give it a sniff. And the bag is made out of some kind of non-absorbent material.
Yeah.
So usually the bag's fine. So
Usually.
I'll hold on to it. And then
To the people listening, make your own call. This is not a universal.
I stand by my choices.
Your choices are your choices, but everybody's got a different laundry bag.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I take it out. I close the door. I'll fill up that Nellie's little, whatever. Fill it up to the brim, run it. And then in that moment, I'm kind of like, well, the world's my oyster right now.
Yeah. And then you just sit in the laundromat.
Yes, I sit. I can watch YouTube on my phone. I can go get a bagel.
Or you could just let the cacophony of cleanliness wash over you.
I could do
The
that.
corridor of dreams.
I could.
It's a religious experience.
It could be.
And I did forget to do this up top. Someone was mentioning last week, our guest Marsha Belsky. There is a clown's prayer that comedians always say before they go on stage, which you know, probably.
Yeah.
I wanted to create a laundry prayer, and luckily one existed. Creator, Father, thank you for providing the clothes that we wear and for all the resources and technology we use to wash them. Help us remember all the skill and effort of the people who designed and assembled these garments. Bless them wherever they may be. O wicked one, use this task to remind me that you're continually cleansing me and my loved ones. Prepare us for tomorrow as we put on our clean clothes, that we may have a fresh start to serve and honor you. Sic nomenos ne.
What is the last line?
It was Latin.
It's Latin.
I did adjust it a little bit. It was like a Gaelic prayer, and I just changed some words here and there.
To Latin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They call it a dead language, but it gave birth to so many.
I mean, apparently not dead. You know, I like that a lot. I think that's really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ave Satanas. So now, walk me through the drying process.
So drying is where things get a little difficult.
Okay.
Because you can wash a big load, but you can't really dry a big load. So you take it all out, and usually I need 2 baskets. So I just pull, one of those little rolly baskets. I pull out half. I'm like, all right, I'm going to dry this one.
Yes.
Then I pull out the other, and I dry that one. So I got 2 dryers going at once, and it takes a while. So I got to load, my card, because it's a card reader.
Okay.
I put the card in multiple times, just stacking up the time.
I love that feeling. Even though I'm spending money.
Well, it's very, very little money.
Yeah.
It's like the cheapest part of the
20,
whole thing.
30 cents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so in that way, it's kind of like, well, whatever. I can just keep this going for days. And sometimes I need to.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, I take it out and I meticulously fold each item. And that part actually feels really good. That part feels like, oh my God, I'm taking care of myself, and I get to look at the clothes, and I get to be like, like in the KonMari method, when you take each piece of clothing and you say, wow, I love you. I love you.
You say that too?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Good.
I try to. Sometimes I can't quite say it depending on the item, but sometimes I do look at an item. And
You
I
do
say,
get those looks from the idiots around you, like, what
I know.
are they saying?
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I learned at a young age to say I love you when I love something.
Yeah.
Even if people look, just let it happen and go on with your day.
Brave.
And then I put it back in the bag, folded, and then I bring it back to my house, and it sits on my floor for sometimes weeks, folded and clean.
Okay. Do you not have storage?
No, I have storage.
Okay.
It's just the last leg of it. Is just kind of psychologically, there's something about it, and I just don't do it.
Well, you'll mature.
I hope so. I hope so.
That won't be such a problem.
I mean, I hope so. Yeah, that's my goal for 2019.
Good to have goals, and when that time comes around, I'm going to be asking everybody what their laundry goals are.
I mean, you gotta.
Yeah. Now I brought you here for two reasons for this show.
Okay.
One, you're a pretty snazzy dresser. Sometimes you'll have clothes that I'm like, you can't just toss that into any old Wasco mat.
Well, I'm flattered. That's very nice of you to say.
Mm-hmm. So, methinks that maybe you have a little experience with dry cleaning.
I've been around the block a couple times.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
I've done it before. Drop off, pick up.
Cool. Now, drop off laundry, bad.
Drop off laundry is bad.
It's a wicked game, but dropping off dry cleaning, that's more of an art.
It is an art.
Yeah.
It's a respectful thing. It's the ability to say, this is not mine. This is not my field. This is not for me. This is for somebody who's dedicated their life to this and has decided to do this.
Yeah. And I mean, you can work just as hard at a McDonald's as you do at a 5-star restaurant.
Absolutely.
But you know the food's going to be better at a 5-star restaurant.
I mean,
That's kind of what the difference between dry cleaning and your regular laundromat is.
that's
These
right.
people, they are taking care. And this is actually one of our oldest art forms.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Well, I am going to make this whole episode about... Can you do a drum roll, please? I don't know what the fuck that was, but
I mean, that was a drum roll.
it sounded like a child's impression of a car, but I didn't. Sorry.
No, it's okay. We'll move on.
Today, this is a very special episode of Podcast for Laundry: the history of dry cleaning. Hold for bumper. The history of dry cleaning. Are you excited? Do you know anything about the history of dry cleaning?
I don't know anything about
Okay.
the history of dry cleaning.
Okay. Let's just hop into it, shall we?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Dry cleaning dates back. So when would you say? When would you guess?
1981.
You think 1981? Good guess.
Nope.
You're young. That seems like forever ago, but it's
mean,
actually a little older. Than that.
Okay. What year? Should I guess again? Let me give him one more
Sure.
shot.
Sure.
1951.
1950. That's another good guess. But what would you do if I told you that dry cleaning started roughly 75 AD?
That would definitely be a big shock.
It's a huge shock. But
Yep.
you got the tin.
You know,
This is an old school method.
I think so.
Yeah, dry cleaning dates back to ancient times. They found proof of the use of dry cleaning in the ruins of Pompeii.
Really?
Dry cleaning is as old as textile clothing.
I see. Okay. That makes sense then.
It does make sense because you're not just going to throw out your toga.
Are we sure? Are we sure it's dry cleaning?
We are sure because there were people that actually served the community.
Really?
Let's say Rome. I'm sure it existed elsewhere, but Rome was an advanced society at the time. There were fullers, and fullers would actually clean the clothes with lye and ammonia and actually urine.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is a very real thing in that they would use
Urine.
and I actually have a quote. This is from a William Smith DCL LLD. I don't know any of those things, but he's an educator, professor, and he talks about the ancients were not acquainted with soap, but instead used different kinds of alkali by which dirt was more easily separated from the clothes. Of these, by far the most common was the urine of men and animals, which was mixed with the water which the clothes were washed. To prefer a sufficient supply of it, the Fallones were accustomed to place at the corners of street vessels where they carried away after being filled by the passengers. So people would walk by and pee in a bucket.
Oh my God.
And then that bucket would be taken to these fullers, and they would do the old plunge and scrub or stand on the clothes and just kind of get the wash out.
Work
that
the
way.
piss right in.
Work the piss right in, and then it would get out, all of the impurities.
I'm wondering what smell is, what dirt is so bad, what smell is so bad that you need urine to cleanse it.
Well, if you think about that, you walk around and everyone's just peeing into open containers of urine, maybe you're kind of more accustomed
That's like a
to that
baseline.
smell. Yeah. But the first real dry cleaning was a type of clay known as Fuller's Earth, which used the soil to absorb grease from clothing that was too delicate for this piss cleaning.
I see.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to maybe do a fun act out.
Absolutely.
This is the second thing. You're not only a snazzy dresser, but you're a very talented actor. I see you
blushing.
on stage. You embody these characters. You're rolling your eyes. You're blushing right now. But really, and I thought it would be fun if you were to play the person that invented Fuller's Earth way back in ancient Rome.
Okay.
And I would be a fuller cleaning with piss.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So just imagine yourself, listener, in ancient Rome.
Okay.
Cleaning clothes with piss, sir.
Wait, is that like a Roman
I think
accent?
that sounds right to me.
Because they wouldn't.
Cleaning clothes.
I guess it's
that's
Italy.
Roman. I mean,
Would they speak with an Italian accent?
they could be. It could be cleaning the clothes.
Cleaning the clothes.
Cleaning the clothes.
Cleaner. Stomp
I put a piss in the clothes.
I stomp it like a stomp of the grapes.
Stomp the grapes. Stomp the pea clothes.
Stomp of the pea clothes.
Okay, I've lost which part.
You are the creator.
I've created this.
Yeah, maybe I should explain a little more.
Okay. Okay.
It was just a type of soil
Okay.
that they would put onto the more delicate things that couldn't be stomped around.
Are we acting the moment where I realize that we can use grease in this way?
Well, we're not using grease. I'm gonna do a quick search for Google Fuller's Earth. It's any clay material that has the capacity to decolorize oil or other liquids without chemical treatment.
Okay.
So it's a natural.
It's a clay.
It's a clay, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Back to ancient Rome. I'm a cleaning the clothes.
Hey, wait a minute. My boy, Lucius, he's found a clay in the backyard. And look at his sandals. They're beautiful, beautiful brown, clean sandals.
But that's the dirt. I'm trying to clean the dirt away with the piss.
I know. Oh, there's no way. The dirt cleans the sandals. But why don't we give it a shot?
Oh, wait. No, I guess you got at a point. My wife, she wears this scarf, and it's too fine for me to stumble on with my pissy feet.
Well, let me tell you what it is.
But she stinks so much.
She's a very stinky woman. I know your wife. She's a very stinky woman.
Oily.
Put this scarf in the mud.
Okay.
And let us see what happens.
That sounds like a bad idea, but she stinks so much.
She's a stinky woman. She's a stinky woman. What are you gonna do? You're gonna piss in the scarf, and you're gonna put the scarf in the sand.
Buongiorno, Bologna.
Bologna. We were talking about you.
Ciao, Bella. Bella.
Beautiful,
no,
beautiful
bye.
woman. Bye.
Bye. my.
Oh my God, that was a closer call.
Oh, I should put her in the dirt.
Oh my
This
goodness.
stinking is so bad.
You are so foul. Oh
Okay.
my. Okay, well here
I
goes
put my
nothing.
trust in you.
Here we go. Here we go.
I am molto bene working.
Working.
But I love it. It's clean now.
Molto bene.
Oh no, Caesar's guards.
Oh. That was
That felt really great.
Oh God, that felt really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in ancient Rome. I saw the temples.
I
Around
saw the temples. I saw
I saw women at like a 40 to 5 degree lean holding maybe a vase.
urns.
Yeah. And then like, you know,
I saw, boys wearing loincloths just, running,
yeah.
sprinting.
I saw one man maybe wearing a bit finer garb and sort of a crown of bay leaves, eating grapes while people fanned him.
I saw that as well.
Okay.
It's so interesting what happens when
Salmonius?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's, people say there's no magic in acting.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our first wrinkle in the history. But of course, when you take it to a dry cleaner, they're not stomping it in the mud.
I hope not.
They're doing what we now call dry cleaning. There are many stories about the origin, all centering a surprise discovery of when a petroleum-type fluid was actually spilled on a greasy fabric. And it's kind of a funny story.
Interesting.
It began Jean-Baptiste Joly, who was a textile maker, very wealthy, very successful. He had this dumbass maidservant,
Hate that.
stupid
I
idiot,
hate that.
like just like people think of the French, but then you think of like, oh, the poor French, disgusting.
Disgusting.
I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb.
my wine, no. Where's my
That's exactly right. That's exactly
Thank
how
you,
they
yeah.
sound.
So this dumbass,
Yes.
she actually knocked over a kerosene lamp. Probably with a big fat ass, right?
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So this fat ass knocked over a kerosene lamp. Thank God didn't light the whole fucking house
She
on
probably
fire.
didn't even notice,
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I smell gas. Maybe I fired." I was doing it. Yeah.
That's exactly right. Just a big.
Yeah. And then a happy accident happened. Jean-Baptiste Joly came in and he was like, this linen was stained, but when the kerosene was knocked over, it was cleaner.
Oh my God.
So he says, I'm going to get into this business. And he created the firm of Joly Bellin in Paris, which was the first official dry cleaning business. And their main cleaning material was kerosene.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I love that.
And what I wanted to do is do just a act out of this where I am Joly and you are my dumbass maid. And, just how this played out. I had accordion music queued up, but I think there we go. So let's travel back to old Paris.
Jolie, it is me, your maid.
Well, I'm too busy. I'm making the textile.
Let me get in there and clean up under your feet.
Oh, okay. Well, just let me leave, but don't be so stupid.
Oh, I farted again.
Don't be so stupid, okay? It's night. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have some wine. Be careful of this lamp, precariously placed on this table.
Don't worry.
But you got a big fat ass.
I will make sure that this whole room is completely clean.
Okay, je te love. I love it. Be
You're right.
careful.
Don't worry, come on, you know me. I'm going to make sure that
Okay.
this whole space is completely clean.
I'm leaving.
Oh, I'm in the room by myself at last. I get to have my way with the sheets on the chair.
Oh my god, I've spilled the kerosene all over the floor and all over the soiled clothes. He is going to be so angry at me.
I need to run back in my house. I forgot my French
Oh god, I'm going to cry in the corner.
Oh, we will see what is going on here.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
You idiot! Wait. This was stained.
I know, it's even worse now.
No, the stain is gone. You spilled the kerosene on, and it cleaned.
Sacre bleu.
I see this is a very successful business for me.
Well, it is all you. You are the one.
Thank you, yes. The first dry cleaners. And you will go straight to the catacombs.
You're right, I deserve this.
You're lucky I don't chop your head off as we speak.
You're so correct about me.
Ça controverse pour cela, Galerie.
I need to go right now.
Really some mon espoir. Dry cleaning is born. That felt so good.
God,
Yeah.
that felt really. God, I felt like I was right there.
You-
in that chateau.
You, and I don't say this to a lot of people, but you would make a splendid Moliere.
Oh my God, I've been waiting for that.
Yeah.
I've been
I-
waiting for somebody to tell me that.
Honestly, we've got a listenership. If anyone is maybe producing Beauty and the Beast on Broadway or at Disneyland or Disney World,
And cruises anywhere
consider Joe Castle Bakery.
available.
Yeah, and you are, people don't see this, but in these scenes you're using your whole body,
My whole body.
and maybe that whole body could be a candelabra.
Maybe that body can be a candelabra or a teapot.
Or a teapot, yeah.
God, this is incredible. What a day.
Yeah. So let's keep.
Let's keep going with the history.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens next.
Now you take your clothes. They're not dousing it in kerosene. It would
I hope not.
It'd be the biggest fire hazard in the world. Right now, dry cleaners, they're located underneath apartment buildings, and they have thousands and thousands of dollars of clothes, nice fine clothes that you wouldn't want to take to a laundromat, stored in there. So it would be too dangerous
Yeah,
to use kerosene.
absolutely.
But in the 1930s, perchloroethylene, which is a non-flammable synthetic solvent, was introduced.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's used in many dry cleaning plants.
Okay.
And the other solvents have been introduced, including hydrocarbon. Michael Faraday, he is the first person that synthesized tetrachloroethylene, which is also perchloroethylene. He developed that in 1821 by the thermal decomposition of hexachloroethylene. Now, most tetrachloroethylene is produced by high temperature chlorinosis of light hydrocarbons. The method related to Faraday's discovery, since tetrachloroethylene is generated and thermally decomposes, creates carbon tetrachloride, hydrogen chloride, and hexachlorobutadiene.
Okay.
1930 was when this was first applied. It was 1,2 dichloroethylene heated to 400 degrees Celsius with chlorine to create the chemical reaction CiCH2CH2Cl plus 3Cl2 arrow Cl2C equals CCl for HCI. So let's
Yep.
do a scene where it's Michael Faraday
Okay.
introducing the hexachloroethylene into the world of dry cleaning.
Okay. Let's.
Okay, so let's we're in the
So we're in the lab.
we're in the 30s.
We're in the 30s. Right.
So,
Right.
You know, there's that
that
thing
element.
going on.
So you know.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
I think Americans are prospering.
We could be.
Yeah. So America's very prosperous, early 1930s.
That's right.
And we're all living large, and you've got the next big thing. Say, Faraday,
Say.
I've been thinking about your tetra...
Oh, my tetrahydroxycontin.
your tetrachloroethylene.
Oh yeah. Well, what about it?
Well, how do you make it?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a simple process, really. All you gotta do is take a Sorry, one sec. Let me just take a look at my my notes here. Whoa. Let me tell you a little bit about this. You know, most tetrachloroethylene is produced by high-temperature chlorinalysis and light hydrocarbons. You know, the method is related to my discovery of a hexachloroethane. So it thermally decompresses.
No, wait a minute. I heard about the 1,2 dichloroethylene. How much would you need to heat it, and what would you need to mix it with?
Well, you gotta heat it to at least 400 degrees Celsius with chlorine. Tetrachloroethylene is produced by a chemical reaction, but the reaction can be catalyzed by a mixture of potassium chloride and aluminum chloride, or activated by carbon.
Now,
You follow?
would these side products maybe be carbon tetrachloride, hydrogen chloride, and hexachlorobutadiene?
That's exactly right, bucko.
Say,
And
that sounds like $1 million idea.
well, I hope so.
Well, let's go into business together. Your science and my love of cleaning clothes.
Say, I think that's a pretty good idea.
All right. All we need to do is make it organic solvent. Otherwise, it'll be volatile and flammable.
No. See, we don't want that. Not one bit.
Well, maybe we'll use it for dry cleaning and scene.
Wow.
Yeah,
God.
that felt so good.
It felt at first like, okay, am I going to land in this world?
Okay.
And then it just hit me all of a sudden, and
Yeah.
suddenly I was there.
I saw the lab, and we were there at the lab. The party is happening, but we maybe stepped aside, like, let's go in the lab and
Exactly.
talk about a business idea.
Right. We was at a raging party, but
We're
of
both
course, we were
Tux, black tie.
black tie.
We looked great.
It was amazing, and we had just had a cocktail,
Yeah.
but we were like talking business,
Uh-huh.
and we went into the lab,
Yeah.
and then boom.
Bum, bum. Yeah, it was,
felt
when men
amazing.
of science can also live a fun life.
I mean,
that's the dream.
the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I mean, right, you know what I mean? That's the sweet spot.
Wow, this felt really great.
I mean, it felt really good. I know so much more now about both, my range as an actor, but also about the history of dry cleaning.
American dry cleaner William Joseph Stoddard. He created the first solvent with that tetrachloroethylene, and teamed up with Michael Faraday, and today remains the primary solvent used by vast majority of dry cleaners worldwide. Yeah,
Wow.
I did get a little flustered at some of the pronunciation.
Did you?
You didn't notice?
See, because in the moment of it, I just thought, two scientists, kind of working through what they needed to work through.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And, we are running out of time. I had a whole 20-minute scene where I'm the guy that created Dry-L.
Oh.
But
I guess that's for another time.
it's another week. But I'd really love to thank you for making your way here.
Oh, you know,
on
it
the
was my
show.
pleasure. My pleasure. Absolutely.
You know, this. I kind of want to go back.
To which era?
Which era do you want to go back to? I like the 30s.
Let's go back, shall we? And we're back, baby!
Say, Castlebaker, I got a real swell idea.
Oh, well, do tell.
It's a podcast. A podular cast broadcast.
Okay, you're telling me it's a broadcast, a podcast? What kind of cast are we talking here?
Well, it's what's the most universal thing two fellas could talk about?
Well, I don't know. Chemicals?
Chemicals? What are chemicals most importantly used for?
Everyday kind of stuff, like, I don't know, God, cleaning, I guess?
Ah, a podcast for laundry.
Oh, boy. You really hit the nail on the head with that one.
Would you like a vodka tonic?
Oh, boy, would I ever.
Let's go back to that party. Charlestoning. Hi, I'm Charlestoning. Look at the pores outside.
Oh, look at those pores outside. Starving.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDogTeam and liking